Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a 20-minute workout and we're using 2 kettlebells. So we're working on strength and conditioning. I'm using 2 16-kilogram kettlebells, but make sure to use whatever weight that you feel comfortable with today. We've got 10 exercises, 2 rounds and 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. So grab your kettlebells, let's go. So first exercise is rack hold squats. We're gonna have the kettlebells in front of the shoulders in the rack position, so proper hand insertion. Make sure your palms are towards the midline of your body. We then go down to a nice low squat, send the hips back like we're sitting into a chair. Make sure you keep your core engaged. Let's get ready to go. So both the kettlebells up into that rack position in front of the shoulders. From that position, you can get down to a nice squat, drive back up. Let's go. So if you find it easier, you can lock your fingers together. And that's gonna keep those kettlebells really nice and stable in that rack position. Got 10 more seconds, keep going. Okay. Take a rest, set those kettlebells down. Next up, we've got the seesaw press. So we're gonna start in the same position with the kettlebells in the rack position. From here, we're going to fully extend one arm above the head. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna alternate which arm that we extend above the head. So like a seesaw, as one goes up, one comes down. So let's go. We'll start with the right up, and then we just alternate which arm that we extend above the head. Nice, strong presses. Keep a nice solid base, so soft knees. Keep your core engaged. Keep going, 10 seconds. Okay, take a rest, set those kettlebells down. Now, put the kettlebells to the edge of your mat or the space you're working in here. We're going to do a deadlift to push up. So, kettlebells just inside the feet, both hands on the kettlebells. We pick them up, extend the hips forward, keep a neutral spine. From that position, send the feet back into a push up. So, deadlift, extend the hips, kettlebells go down, keep the hands on the kettlebell, and go into a nice push up. Then we bring the feet back forward again. So just remember to keep a nice neutral spine as you do that deadlift. Keep your core engaged. It's an awesome workout this because it's gonna get your heart rate up, but you're also working on strength and building muscle. One more push up. Great job, take a rest. Okay, next up, we've got gorilla rows. So, we start with the kettlebells on the floor. Nice wide stance here, soft knees, hinge at the hips. Both hands on the kettlebells. We're gonna alternate each row. So single arm row, and alternate the arms that we do it with. So, we keep the hands on the kettlebell for the whole duration. Keep a nice neutral spine. Keep your core engaged. And we're gonna row those kettlebells up with purpose. Nice, controlled movement. Keep going, you've got just over 5 seconds to go. Okay, take a rest. Next up, we've got the kettlebell swing. So just like a normal swing with 1 kettlebell, but this time we've got 2. So start with the kettlebells in front of you. We hinge at the hips, bring the kettlebells up, extend the hips forward to swing them up. So we got 40 seconds of swings. Let's go. Nice sharp exhale every time that you extend your hips. Make sure you've got enough space below you for both the kettlebells. Keep going. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds, keep going. Okay, take a rest. We're gonna work the chest next. So we get into a position on our back. We're gonna have both the kettlebells in the rack position, but on the floor. We're gonna press them up. Now we're gonna do this from a bridge position, which means the hips are off the ground. So get those kettlebells in front of the shoulders, bring the hips up, lift the toes. From that position, we're then doing these floor presses. So chest press, but on the floor instead of on a bench. Make sure you're holding that bridge. Nice and controlled movement. This means we're engaging the glutes as well as working the chest. Okay, take a rest. Great job. You can see this one is moving quick, this workout. It means we're keeping the heart rate up. Next up, alternate back lunge. So, kettlebells in the rack position, like with the squats. But this time, we're gonna send a single leg back, lower down till both knees are at a 90-degree angle, come back, and then go back with the other leg. So, alternating which leg that we lunge back with. Keep going. 20 seconds. Keep going. 5 seconds. Take a rest. Great job. Okay, we've got a dead clean coming up next. So, just like with the swing, we're gonna swing those kettlebells up from the floor, but we're gonna put them into the rack position on the chest, and then we're gonna swing them back down to the floor. So they're on the floor between every clean that we do. So we bring them up, swing into the clean, swing back down to the floor. Nice kettlebell flow here. Get into a nice rhythm. Good. Okay, take a rest, great job. Next up, we've got rack hold marches. So, holding the kettlebells in that rack position, and all we're gonna do is march on the spot. So testing a lot of our core strength, bit of hip flexors, bit of upper body. Let's get ready to go. So rack position from here, marching on the spot. Nice, strong, purposeful marches. And in. Keep going. 10 seconds. Okay, take a rest. One more exercise of the first round. So kettlebells go to the edge of the mat. We do a row with both the kettlebells. Put them back down, send the feet back into a push-up. So doing that row, make sure you keep soft knees, hinge at the hips, keep a neutral spine. So let's go. So strong row, kettlebells go down, send the feet back into a push-up. Then we start again. Keep going. You've got about 10 seconds left. Hey guys, whilst you take this rest, I want to take this opportunity to tell you about where I'm filming my workout today. With my FitPod, you get the whole gym to yourself. You can train solo, with a friend, or with your PT clients. It's got top of the range equipment like Peloton and Primal Strength in an aesthetic space. And the best part is that they're expanding into more locations this year. Now, back to the workout. Okay, now, that is the end of the first round. Amazing job. Grab a sip of water if you need. Pause the video if you need a bit of extra rest. Now, next up, we've got those 10 exercises again. So, rack hold squats coming up next. So let's go. Nice low squats. Keeping the kettlebells in that rack position. Keeping our focus. 20 seconds, keep going. Ten seconds. Rest. Great job. It's going to start getting more difficult now. We've got the seesaw press coming up next. So from that rack position, we alternate, fully extending the single arm above the head. Come on. Right, let's go. Keep going. Okay, take a rest. Great work. Stick with me now. Next up, deadlift to push up. So as before, we're gonna hinge at the hips, pick up both the kettlebells, put them back down, send the feet back into a strong push up. All right, let's go. So deadlift, and then back into that push up. Keep going. Okay, take a rest. Great work. Next up, work in the back with gorilla rows. So nice wide stance. Hinge at the hips, softies, and then we're gonna alternate doing a single arm row. Both hands on both kettlebells for the whole duration. Let's go. Wow. I love the control that you can get with how stable this movement is. Having one hand on the dormant kettlebell, it just means you get that almost 3-point row movement, which is really stable and strong. 10 seconds, keep going. Take a rest. Okay, grab your breath because next up we've got swings. Oh, so it's gonna start getting really tough. Power on through. Let's smash this together. So both hands, both kettlebells, 40 seconds of swing. Let's go. So remember, hinging at the hips and then extending the hips to thrust those kettlebells up. Keep, guys. Keep going, 10 seconds. Okay, take a rest, set those kettlebells down. Next up, we're on the floor for the bridge hold floor presses. So remember, we've got the hips up off the ground. We bring the tip of our toes off the ground too. From that position, we push up, or press up, rather. So let's go. 40 seconds of work. Nice, strong, controlled movement. Got that isometric hold, working the glutes, and then we're working the chest and the triceps with this chest press. Keep going.
Right.
Take a rest, set those kettlebells down. Okay, just a few more exercises to go. So, alternate back lunges coming up. Working the legs a bit more. Kettlebells in the rack hold position. If you're struggling, just hold one kettlebell, but try and stick with me. So let's go. Let's go, come on. Keep going. About 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds, keep going. Good. Take a rest, great job. Next up, we've got dead cleans. So remember this kettlebell flow that we did last time, which was from the dead position. Kettlebell starting in front of the feet. We're going to a swing, clean, swing, back to the floor. Let's go. Keep going. Yeah, 10 seconds. Okay, let's do one more. Great job, take a rest. 2 more exercises to go. So next up, rack hold marches. So keeping the kettlebells in that rack position. I'm just gonna march on the spot. Oh, 2 more exercises, come on guys. Let's smash this together. So let's go. Rack position, marching on the spot. Stay strong, 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds, keep going. Okay, take a rest. Good job, guys. Last exercise of this workout. Let's finish strong. Let's smash this together. We've got bent over row to push up. Oh, come on. Let's do this. All right, let's go. Bent over row, send the feet back, strong push up. Keep going, you got this. Keep going, you got just over 10 seconds. You got this. One more push up. And that is it for this workout. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification button. I'll drop a link for a short cool down and stretch routine. Make sure you cool down, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next workout.